When all these dancehall vibes started coming up again, I was always seeing the tweets, people calling me in there, but I was too focused trying to finish some records I'm working on, and then I was like, no, the fans are calling you, so definitely sometimes you need to respond to these things too, you know. But where I decided to actually form part of this is when I noticed that Jupitar is calling Stonebwoy out too much, that they have unfinished business. So I'm also like, okay, we also have unfinished business, so why don't you come and let's. But you see, Brasame, my thing is I don't hate Jupitar. No, this is dancehall.
Why are some people saying you hate him?
Maybe that is what some
no,
people.
To us, we don't even see H to even see ATE.
Okay, so the thing is, if we should date it back to when dancehall started or a few decades back, you would notice that sting or clash has been part of the culture.
That's true. And
you would not need age to go to war, you know. So in that sense, I feel like this Asase clash, if I should mention.
No, feel free.
If I should mention,
say everything you want to say.
It's okay for the culture. No disrespect to Samini, him saying that is a mismatch. In a space, I respect that. But you see, these are two brands, and then the investor is also looking at the positive side and where he's going to make money from.
The returns.
And who have, which artists have the fan base now? Which people control the audience now? Which people will fill the pockets now? So they're looking at two brands, Shatta, Stonebwoy. If you have any issue with Stonebwoy, calling out Stonebwoy before this clash, I don't have a problem. But you don't fight a fight where they chop the money already. These people are being paid. So if you're trying to, Asase Radio would not say that, okay, now let's put Shatta Wale down and Jupitar come and face Stonebwoy. No. You see, but where I really got vexed and pissed is you saying that you gave him a t-shirt. So what?
He gave who a t-shirt?
Stonebwoy to shoot a video. So what, Brass? I mean,
when was this? When did he give?
It's on radio.
No, when did he say he gave the t-shirt to Stonebwoy?
I don't remember, but was it a week ago? You get what I mean?
No, the mention, as in the statement, was made a week ago on radio. But when did he give the t-shirt to him? Some years ago. That's what I want to know.
Years ago, Brasami. If everybody is mentioning what they have done for people, I don't think you would even be in top 1,000 or, you get me? We're human beings. And we need to appreciate the fact that this particular artist we're talking about has actually made a mark. Made a mark in the sense that me sitting here, I can't say that Stonebwoy is better than me. I won't say that Jupitar is better than me. I'm a product. I need to sell myself. But then, you don't need to discredit somebody's work. I am an artist. I'm a reggae dancehall artist. I want to play Summer Jam. Stonebwoy has played it. I want to be on BET. He has been there. So as much as I want to promote my thing, give the person the respect. You get what I'm saying? Give the person the respect. And you there need to talk about level and which level, Bossu? Which level?
Are you also disrespecting Jupitar by saying no, but you are also saying he's not gotten to any level. No, the level that he's talking about.
I said he's talking about level.
Yes, me. Maybe he knows where he's gotten to.
Okay, so these are two artists. Epixode, right? Jupitar. If you're talking about level, then you're talking about. I would respect him for entering the game first. I think a year before I did, right? But now people should understand that me and him used to be in a group. 8 years. So I am not a newbie in this. You get what I'm saying? Give him the respect. He came in first. Okay, at least a year he knew how to run things before you came. But then after that, it's not about who entered. It's about the achievements. It's about where you've gotten to. But I mean, the stages I've played, Jupitar don't play quarter. It be yesterday, if I check all these things, where I go check my nominations from like 2013 to now. And it's be like 58. This year, if I no count parts, I was not come. You get what I'm saying? But it is fair enough. Clash is clash. You get me? So if you come and insult me, call me a fool on Twitter for calling you out.
Let your mic come up a little bit.
Calling me a fool for calling you out. I didn't insult him. He called me a fool. And I said, you are my brother. So if you're my brother, a senior brother as well, then what makes you? It makes you a senior fool. You get what I'm saying? And people should understand this. No be personal thing. My thing. I have been telling Jupitar this, bro. I told him this when Sarkodie and Manifest
had their thing going.
I told him, I called him and I, bro, if rap takes over, dancehall go honk for the next 10 years. Because we've been there. When we go to shows, and these shows were only filled with artists. After you're done performing, you come join the crowd and cheer the next artist. Back then, until dancehall hit mainstream, where now we don't need international artists before we fill the stadiums. So if you know that this is the way, why would we be sitting down for just few people to just be enjoying the food? The top plenty space there for everybody. And we they grow, Brasami. This is not 5 years ago. This is not a decade ago. We're growing. You have a family, I have a family. So if we need to put food on the table and is to get this height, then why not? Nothing personal. That's what I want people to understand. Nothing personal. But if it is lyrical war and dancehall is mentioned, we kill him.
You not kill him with a gun,
no man,
or a knife,
no man.
or a machete,
or
a slap.
Lyrics.
You kill him with lyrics. I see. Now, before the tweet exchange between you and Jupitar, how were you guys? Were you guys cool?
Let me face it. I just want to face facts.
No. Today it is reality talk.
So, Brasami, let me just give you a little history. You know, I pulled this person into my family. He stayed in my house for 8 years. Stayed in my room.
Which person?
Jupitar.
Okay.
Stayed in my room, my family, my father's house, 8 years. Right? So, way back, I was a backing vocalist for Kojo Kombolo. Big up Dada. We had to do a trip. And the trip, when I came back, by then, we had our...
Trip abroad or here?
No, it was in Benin.
Oh, okay.
Right? I think it was Togo or Benin somewhere. He had a show, so I had to go. When I left, I came back. But when I was going, we had already finished our promo CD, which Alodia was in charge. Alodia wanted to help. So when I was going, I was like, guys, okay. I being most of the person who is fluent, the person who faced more of like the leader of the group. I wouldn't say I was the leader, but you know, I was more of like
you were the face.
Yes.
You come up to speak first.
Exactly. So
yeah, in every group there is one guy like that.
Now that I'm not here, and Alodia was coming down because Alodia had given orders that nobody should manage his artists, but he wants to do it. So our manager back then was Brad Payne, one guy, and then Brad Payne was like, okay, we'll meet Alodia. But when I was going, I was like, guys, the promo CDs are already ready. Let's see how best we go if we get Alodia and all that and see what. I came back and these guys told me that they don't want to do music again. They want to go to Jupitar, wants to go to school. Camilla wants to go and learn computer science or something. Meanwhile, I have sacrificed my school for these guys. You know, everything with the talk, but I've kept this thing for so much, so long. So they kicked me out of the group and formed another group called Double. Was it Double?
So yes. the initial group...
No, was it Double? They had his name.
No, the initial group was... Square. Wait.
The initial group of Black Empire.
Black Empire, making up of Jupitar, Epixode, and Chameleon.
Virgo was part, but he left.
Okay, yeah, Virgo.
Right?
The one who joined Extra Large.
Yes. So now, Brasami, if it was you, what would you have done? Sacrificing so many years, disrespecting your parents, leaving home, had different like issues with your father because of some of these things. Then you come back and they tell you, okay, I want to do. I was home and I was called that your guys they shoot videos and things. Where you did? I'm like, okay, step back. It got serious to the extent say Jupitar comes to my family house and he's giving a chair and I stand. So that's put me on the edge to leave these things, go hide and learn. Perfect the act. Then we came through. One first Ghana dancehall, the dancehall king and queen clash. Right. So looking at all that these like we've done over the years, you and this artist, you and that artist, you've been able to build a solid brand till now. And somebody still sees you as a newbie. Meanwhile, I can boldly say that me, made Jupitar start doing music. Boldly say it. Because when I met him, he wasn't doing music. And I come from a musical background.
So you introduced him to the Black Empire group?
No. We came together. We came like we were neighbors in the house. We became close. You know what I mean? I met Jupitar through his brother Ayisco, who is J-Time. Then we became close. Then we started it. You get what I'm saying? Then we had to join Chameleon and Virgo because they were in Polygon. Jupitar comes from Polygon. I don't come from Polygon. I come from Dancehall.
Okay.
But because he moved in with me, we had to join. So Black Mr. The one Blazy put us together. May he so rest in peace. Put us together and we formed Black Empire. You get me? And there were so many issues. I think the problem was all of us knew that we could stand without each other. So that kind of I am better than this, I am good than this has always been there. So if you should know that if you are not there, they don't care about you. You get what I'm saying? And I decided to let this thing slide. I found, and even meeting the label I'm talking about for us to meet Alodia, it was my thing. I was kicked out of the group back then though. I went to find this studio, knew that, hey Charlie, if I bring my boys, we go shut this place down, Agbawe. Called all these boys, brought them back again to form Black Empire. Over these years, I am the one who picks phone and call these boys that, yo, let's step up this game. Let's do this thing. Let's do that. Call Chameleon, bro. Charlie, I don't have issue with you. Come house. Let's do a song. Call Jupitar. Even the time.
Please be talking to your mic. You can put the mic this.
Even the time
good,
I was a solo artist, Jupitar was a solo artist. I was the one sometimes when he has a show, I'll call him and do his CD for him to go and perform. If anybody will check, Busy Signal in Ghana, was it Resolution 2012 or something?
Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Logic.
It was at the, not Fantasy Dome. The other dome.
Center. Yes, the dome. Mr. Logic was my manager back then. He tried to put me on the show. They refused, right? Because
on what grounds?
I think they wanted one young artist, and then Jupitar was already there. He was on bail, right? I went to back Jupitar on stage. I was an artist. I was a brand then. You get what I'm saying? I put all aside, went to back him as a backing artist on stage, as a BV on stage. Then all these things come. All I'm saying is, to cut long story short, Brasami, this thing that we've been doing it from over a decade before we even the name Epixode or Jupitar. So if you know that it be this, go free put food on your table, why would you take it personal? Because you are good. No doubt you are good. You get what I talk? I don't have any issue with him, but for calling me a fool, he needs to come and apologize. Because I heard him on radio that, they should call for us to sit down and plan business. No. You call me a fool, you apologize before I come. Because myself, as I chipping myself too much, I go check the ranks and all those things. There's a own crown do yeah. I have headline and being an open art for a Grammy Award winning artist in Kenya, not even in my country. In Kenya. I have played Harare International Carnival, which hosted 25 different countries. That one alone, you not see that crowd song before. So it be like we say right now, we will start boast with these things. Make them see, say, oh, people. And they see the tweets, people they talk, oh, and he did it, and you be small boy. We don't put it out there. But you see the achievements there. And people should understand and not be kidding in this thing.
In fact, great narration so far, based on what has been happening between you and Jupitar. So we understand whatever field is there did not start from just a Twitter yesterday. It started some years back, and that is how come it is now getting very, very emotional. But then at this point, some people are also of the view that when he started talking about Stonebwoy should come to his level, he was not talking you. He was not dealing with you. So where did you come in?
That's what I'm saying. This is dancehall. You call somebody else, somebody calls you out. I don't have a problem with him. And whatever problem he has with Stonebwoy, that one be he and Stonebwoy problem. And nobody. I'm not defending Stonebwoy. I'm not.
So you were not fighting Stonebwoy's battle.
No, man. All I'm saying is, if you remember,
because Stonebwoy himself has not said anything to him.
So
when he started calling him out.
You remember, I came here. We were talking about this rhythm, that Master J, and I made a point that Jupitar is good, Stonebwoy is good, but give the respect to who respect is due. Stonebwoy gab we all, and whatever we go do, he has put in Ghana on a level that we want to get there. So as much as you are here and you are saying you are better than him, you kill what other him, we can give him that respect. He had a problem with that when I said it.
Your Michael.
He had a problem with that when I said it. Easy. Nobody should sit somewhere and think I'm defend. Stonebwoy not pay me. Me and Stonebwoy not even discuss this thing that you're bro. No, I only feel like you're disrespecting the person too much. You're calling out the person. But they tag him. They tag as Stonebwoy, and I also tag you. So why block me? So imagine that Stonebwoy also blocks him. You get what I'm saying? He's taking it. He has all this emotional thing going on. Me, before the love of the game.
I see.
Let's do it.
But what do you think about the clash? That should it even continue after Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy? What happens to the rest of the dancehall fraternity?
Definitely has to. You can't take. That's what I'm saying. You can't take sting or clash out of war, out of dancehall. Let's date it back to the 80s, where you have Ninja Man down to Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, which happens to be one of the biggest things that happened to the world this year. Beanie Man and Bounty Killers versus the whole world was watching, right? Then you have the Movado Cartel, which is the vibe, the Gully Gaza war, down to even current ones, the Jamils and then the Chronic Laws and all of that. So you can't take that. And brass, I mean, okay, perfect Ghanaian example. Guinness eruption. Whiskey was on there, Akon was on there. But everybody who went to the stadium went there because of Samini
and Shatta Wale.
You get what I'm saying? That is the culture. That is dancehall. So I think it would be nice if the fans get to understand that this is not personal. You get what I'm saying? We're doing it to elevate the game, the culture, the love for it, and also fill our pockets.
I see. Now, there is something you keep saying in your songs. You keep saying that you gave him avatar for him to respond.
Yes.
And ever since, Jupitar has not been able to respond to it. What exactly was said in avatar that was for Jupitar?
We had gone, but we on track. I know Fat Joe, tell him nago. Tell him nago, see we did. No, them nago, see we did. We originate to make the bottom prototype. We terror by day and we are by night. I know third word boy, if a lyrical fight bring home. Step on them like a ring room. No boy, try cause be area, step in at your empire. Bono the whole place like hellfire. Simply, them say them bad. Them bad, them bad. Them bad, them bad. But from me step out a road, yeah, we madder than mad scared. I can't see that word on radio. You know? Yes. That's it.
And ever since, Jupitar has not been able to reply this.
Yeah, man.
And that was what you requested for him to do.
Simple.
And he chop block.
Simple. A block there pay me. I have 3 days today. So I even see say Instagram to you unfollow me. But I want me to unfollow him, so that one day be cool because I can't be keeping you on my Instagram.